on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Here's the Thing. And here's the thing. You know, there's a story that came out. It's kind of nice because I got a buddy. We kind of go back and forth on politics and stuff like that. And every now and then he'll kind of send me a story. And some of the stuff I don't really know about. Some of the stuff I haven't really heard of till he tells me. Shouts out to you, Taylor, if you're watching. Some of these smaller stories go right over my head. It's like a conglomerate of different stories, and it all matters at the end of the day. So I'm going to read this article real quick. It says, the University of Wisconsin removed a controversial boulder from its Madison campus Friday after the Black Student Union, sounds like a great union, and other activists objected to its description nearly 100 years ago with a racial slur. So this means essentially that when it was implanted, this boulder, in the 1920s, October 1925, the university had the boulder excavated and placed prominently atop the hill to honor Chamberlain, who would die in Chicago 3 years later. The rock was a rare specimen. University researchers did not uncover other instances in print where the rock was referred to with this word, but they said that the Ku Klux Klan was active on campus at the time of the rock's dedication. So the point is, the rock was actually put there, like I just said, in the 1920s, was described as the N-word about 100 years ago. That is where the issue has arisen. What's ridiculous about this is they actually removed this rock. And when I say rock, I'm talking about a 5-ton boulder. So it's not necessarily a little rock or nothing. Something you would need like a truck bed and a big crane to, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a rock fits like a couple guys can pick up or anything like that. So you have to understand the amount of effort it would take to remove this boulder. But they removed it from this college campus. And I was just telling my buddy Josh this, well, the guy who edits the podcast, you know, there's a reason why comedians don't go to campuses anymore, because the students there are so woke. They don't like to laugh at things. They like to get offended at things. They get upset at things, and they don't laugh. And if it's not funny, then it's like, what are you doing? You're going to bomb when you go to a college campus. A bunch of little sponges, you know, and a bunch of marshmallows with their peaches and cream. They don't really like to laugh at much. Kind of remind me of Plank from Ed, Edd n Eddy. You know, they just kind of got that stale face. They don't really smile a whole lot. You kind of got a joke about the clouds and the grass, and they kind of laugh at that. But the second you kind of say anything that's even remotely controversial, you make fun of someone, they're going to want to kill you for it. They wanted to get rid of the rock because back in the day, the rock was described as the N-word or whatever in like a newspaper article by some racist people, again, with the KKK in like 1922 or 1924 or something like that. Somehow that's relevant now. The KKK isn't around anymore, and it's been 100 years. But hey, if they say something's the N-word 100 years ago, yo, we gotta get rid of it. It could never be any more than what they said it was. We could never transform it into anything else. If the KKK touched it 100 years ago, it's tainted, it's racist, and it's awful. And you gotta get rid of it. That's insane. If you applied that mindset with anything and everything, you would get rid of anything and everything. Nothing would be safe. The KKK said a lot of bad things about a lot of stuff. They put a lot of things in place. They had a good amount of power during the time. There's a whole lot of stuff that I'm sure you would throw it out. It is amazing to me that we are in a culture, in a society today, a society, not necessarily a culture, because there's a huge culture that disagrees with this nonsense. But we live in a society today where a bunch of, this is the Black Union group, right? Minority students who would make up such a vanishingly small amount of the population on campus has the power to move a 7-ton boulder because 100 years ago it was referred to as the N-word. It's not like, 20 years ago someone thought that the rock was racist. No, right? It's not like anyone now is racist. No, but that's not good enough. A boulder. How dare that sedimentary come after you in such a hostile, racist way? They named it the N-word. Okay. I could name my phone the N-word. Are you going to get rid of my phone? It would be as a joke, obviously, but, it's not funny to them. It's not funny to the cancel culture. Anyways, that's just a ridiculous thing. And guys, I'm about to get on campus, and I don't mean, I almost gave away where campus I was going to go to. Yeah, they're going to kill me. I'm at a community college right now. I don't mean campus there. I mean, I'm going to go to a bigger university later on. Obviously, this doesn't happen at every university, but it happens enough to be a problem. And that's a culture that they're going to eat me alive. They're going to see the American flag on my arm, and they're not going to like it. But it is what it is, I'm going to have to stay sharp, Wish me luck when I get there. Anyways, I think that's ridiculous. It's wrong, stupid, and it's dangerous. And it should never happen. They should have left the boulder there and told those kids to pound sand. Suck it up. Someone called it the N-word 10 years ago. Sorry. That would be a little bit more reasonable. Let me add another 0. 100 years ago, you need to grow up. Anyway, until next time, guys. See ya.